What's up, basketball sickos? Watching Tyrese Haliburton is an absolute joy if you're a basketball fan. If you're a Kings fan, like myself, mixed emotions. Still love watching him, but can't help but think, what if? Because I'm reminded about it constantly as his Pacers continue their march on to the NBA Finals. Anyway, we got to dive into what he did last night. A ridiculous performance on a big stage in a big game. How are they going to respond? 32 points. He had 15 assists, 12 rebounds, 4 steals, and 0 turnovers. He was unbelievable last night. Let's dive in. I think one of the biggest things in game 4 was Tyrese Haliburton's rebounding, because when he gets a rebound, he goes. But look at this. He gets a rebound. All of his teammates are going. It's their buy-in to getting down the floor into their spots. You see Nesmith go to the corner. Siakam's going there. Haliburton getting downhill. Bang, 3. We're rewinding. That happens so fast, right? Look at when he gets this ball. With 20 on the shot clock. This is tough to deal with if you're an opposing defense when you have literally everybody on the Pacers wanting to get down the floor, in shape to get down the floor, and Haliburton doing an amazing job getting in the paint, kicking out for 3. Nesmith, what a pickup. But it wasn't just on rebounds, even off Knicks makes. Look at this early. Just get the ball ahead. That's exactly what Haliburton does here. Siakam gets to a spot, easy bucket. The Knicks defense was not good last night, but let's give some credit to the Pacers and their ability to share the ball and pass the ball. They get this shit out fast. Haliburton immediately looking up the floor, finding Siakam, and Pascal makes a really nice move, getting Cat off balance, finishing at the rim. Here's another play where Haliburton gets the rebound and creates an awesome look for Miles Turner as a trailer. Turner misses the 3-point shot, but it's that constant pressure that Haliburton puts on the Knicks defense. You want to rewind. It all starts with the rebounding. And this is where someone like Bridges here, he's going to crash. If he doesn't get this rebound, he's out of the play, which is tough because he's a guy you like to put on Haliburton, right? Well, look at Turner, shields him off. Bridges is pointing like, hey, someone pick up my man. Well, the guy that's at the midcourt line is Mitchell Robinson. You think he's stopping Tyrese Haliburton? You're in a compromising position now, because now Haliburton is getting downhill without any ball pressure. Plus, he's got these 3 guys sprinting their asses off. You got Nemhard on the left. You got Nesmith going to that right corner. And then Siakam is going to sprint toward the rim. If it's available, maybe Haliburton can find him. It wasn't available. And then you see Haliburton's ability to read the floor. He was scanning. Great processor. He knows he's got Turner as the trailer. He feels Bridges and Robinson on him, meaning Turner's going to be open when he gets this ball. Just amazing offense. And it all starts with Haliburton's ability to get that rebound and push. It's not just sprinting nonstop. It's about getting into your early offense. You have staggered screens here. Brunson was supposed to be on Nesmith. I don't know what they're trying to accomplish here. Maybe they're preventing Haliburton from getting in the paint. But here's what I know. You got 2 on the ball. Haliburton, again, his processing speed. He scans the floor, has Nesmith wide open. And Aaron Nesmith is very confident right now, knocks down that shot. The Knicks defense was really bad in this game. Obviously, they picked on Brunson and Cat. But I think overall, I didn't see a physicality. I saw no rim protection. And Haliburton just makes the simple play. Nesmith buries it. What was maddening about the Knicks, they just don't pressure Haliburton in the backcourt at all. They don't bump him. I mean, he just brings the ball up. Bridges is playing off of him. And look at Cat, not really paying much attention to Siakam. Siakam notices that. Those 2 make little eye contact. Siakam's like, oh my God, I can go ahead and burn this guy. Boom. I got Cat off his heels, late reaction foul. But again, like, Tyrese Haliburton has to feel you. And that's one thing Oklahoma City will do, right? They're going to pick up. They're going to bump him. They've got so many guys they could throw at him. But the Knicks are just making life way too easy on Indiana. And for someone as talented as Tyrese Haliburton, by the way, can hit deep threes, who's got great vision. If you allow him to see the whole floor, good luck. Breaking news still in the first quarter. Let's see how Haliburton gets this open three. He gets a mismatch with Mitchell Robinson on him, and Robinson gives him a little too much space. Robinson in a tough spot, right? He's worried about the drive, but this guy can launch, and then you still have the option of Turner here. There's no rim protection. Let's see how it unfolds. Tyrese launching a three, knocking it in. So what went wrong? Well, let's go first things first. Again, this guy's just allowed to bring the ball up the court without any resistance, and Turner's getting ready to set a screen. Here's Ben Shepherd coming over to set a screen, and you're going to see Brunson come up here and hedge on Haliburton, but he immediately goes right back to his man Shepherd to allow Bridges to recover. I'm sorry, I need to see Brunson here. Take this matchup. His head is already turned, worried about his guy. Bridges is being held up a little bit too. So there was not even a shred of doubt in Tyrese's mind that, is Brunson going to be on me or not? No, Brunson just showed and went right to his man. Tyrese sees that right away, and he's like, cool, I'm going to get my action going. Turner reads it well. He rescreens, gets Bridges off of Haliburton, and now you've got a matchup for Tyrese that he likes. He launches that three. Jalen Brunson, in that situation, needs to come out, either take that matchup, or at least bump him, at least play physical, make him believe like, hey, it's going to be a little more challenging. Instead, Tyrese has the patience and wherewithal because he's not feeling that pressure. Just be like, okay, let me just, all right, got this switch. I know my big man. We got the chemistry. He's going to set me a screen. Boom. We got the mismatch I like. We've got a couple of options. I don't hesitate. 3-ball in. I love me some aggressive Tyrese Haliburton. He's such a different player when he is looking for his. And they've done a good job at finding these mismatches on the Knicks defense here with Mitchell Robinson on him again. The pump fake, jab step jumper. Ugh, that is nasty stuff. And it was all created again because he's just walking the ball up the court. I love Shepherd setting a screen here on Bridges. You got Turner getting ready for another screen. And this is allowing Tyrese Haliburton to get into a matchup he likes with Mitchell Robinson. But it's the quick decisions here. Tyrese is scanning, gets it to Toppin. What I love about this, Toppin gets it right back to him. And then Tyrese, the pump fake, gets to his spot, jumper, nasty. I know this video is about Tyrese Haliburton's offensive game, but my goodness, the defense by Indiana. Nesmith does a great job. And another play where Tyrese gets in there, gets the rebound, and we're off to the races. So Nesmith gets a stop. Tyrese finds him on that right side of the court. What an unbelievable play. And this just goes to show you, you can't be jogging up the floor. He is dealing with Jalen Brunson, who's such a good scorer, making his life tough, forcing the miss. And look at Nesmith sprint down the floor, and Tyrese going, I'm finding you, man. No one's on you. Turner shielding off the rim protection of Mitchell Robinson. Nesmith's not worried about Josh Hart. I'm dunking that ball. But it all started because Tyrese Haliburton gets in there and gets that rebound. Everyone, again, running. This is a buy-in that I love. And this is why I love watching teams like Oklahoma City and Indiana. Watching this first quarter, I couldn't help but wonder, have the Knicks ever seen Tyrese Haliburton play basketball? Have they not understood that he is a threat with the ball? He can dish it. He can shoot it. Here again, there's no pressure. And Indiana's done a great job screening for Tyrese early on before he's even crossing the midcourt line. But that little screen and Tyrese going right allows him to go toward Brunson. And Brunson's not pushing up onto him, not giving him any type of on-ball pressure. He's just allowing time for Bridges to get back in the play, but you give him space. Right here, it's too late. Brunson is not doing anything on this play, right? And Bridges is like, oh, shit. It's too late. This guy's already shooting this ball. That's a confident shot. That's a deep shot, but it's one he has shown he can make throughout his NBA career. And this Knicks defense not doing enough to make life challenging on Tyrese Haliburton. This is a really good player. He's an all NBA level player, and you're allowing him to just walk into 3-point shots, deep or not. This is the Eastern Conference Finals. What are we doing? And Tyrese being confident, being aggressive, knocking down the three. The Pacers are so fun in transition, and they're not doing anything like crazy in this. They're just running the floor and passing the ball, getting great looks. It's all early offense, and it's just a commitment to running with a purpose. You're going to see here, before Toppin even gets the ball, Siakam is ready to get down the floor, and any team in transition is going to be in a situation where they get their shooters to the corners. Nesmith is going to that corner. Siakam sprinting down the floor to the corner. And when you've got someone like Tyrese Haliburton who is ready for that ball, looking to push up the floor, you get good looks out of it. And for a defense, you've got to be engaged. Like Josh Hart playing so far off of Siakam here. Haliburton just pushes. Look at where Josh Hart is. You've got a guy in the corner. Catch and shoot. Easy stuff from Indiana. They do it at a high level. And, it's simple what they're doing, but it doesn't mean it's easy either, if that makes sense. It takes a commitment of players sprinting and playing fast nonstop. It's not exactly an easy thing to do. You got to be in elite conditioning. They are that. And when you do that, you get great looks. I remember when Tyrese was first in Sacramento, we started seeing him make jump passes. And, traditionally, it's like, you can't make those plays. Your options are limited when you do that. He has made it a huge part of his game, his ability to manipulate a defense with that jump pass. But what I love about this play, as we look at it in slow motion, this is nasty. He's got Turner on the roll. He kind of fakes like he's going to drop a bounce pass, and it gets Cat and Bridges to react. Even Turner's getting ready for it. Then he jumps in the air like he's maybe going to shoot it. He sees he's got Cat and Bridges kind of on him. Turner's open. He throws it high. Turner's going to be able to get it. He hangs in the air and gets it to Turner for the bucket. Are you kidding me? Look at this shit. Tyrese Haliburton. My God. Here, Tyrese Haliburton gets downhill with one of the easiest baskets of his life. How does that happen in the Eastern Conference Finals? Well, let's go back to it. Bridges gets screened. Nesmith, strong dude. Cat is hugging Miles Turner for some strange reason. They're tangled up, which, by the way, you're just taking yourself out of the play. And Brunson sees that Haliburton is about to get downhill. Says, I'm not going to really help on that. Leaving Deuce McBride to be the guy that comes over to help at the rim. Shout out to Deuce, the smallest guy on the floor, to trying to make something happen here. Tyrese hangs, finishes. The Knicks defense there, they picked on Brunson Cat a lot, but that can't happen. What are we doing? This guy was also doing it defensively. What a play here. Ripping it away from Brunson. And that's just great help by Tyrese Haliburton on this play. You see Brunson driving Nesmith. He's preoccupied with Nesmith, who's strong and physical. And Tyrese just sees an opportunity here with Brunson worried about Nesmith to go in there and just take that ball away. Such a smart player. Tyrese Haliburton, 32 points, 15 assists, 12 rebounds, 4 steals. But most impressive to me, 0 turnovers. And I know he's done that before. It's a different thing to be doing it in a game in December. To be doing it on this stage against a Knicks team that you felt like was maybe going to play with a little more desperation is so impressive. And I know we start going into the narrative stuff on ESPN about, hey, is he a superstar? You know what Tyrese Haliburton is? He's an all-NBA guy who's a winner. He plays with joy, and he makes people around him better. That's a guy you want on your team. And here he is on this stage performing at this level. You're seeing the growth. And I know there's been frustrations, especially earlier in the year when he was inconsistent, maybe not taking enough shots. Some of it is just part of the growth. Players have to go through it. And again, it's different to go through it during the regular season compared to the playoffs. When you're facing the same team over and over again, they're scouting for you. They're playing you differently. And I think what you're seeing is he's maturing before our eyes too. It's the same thing that's happening in Oklahoma City, in my opinion, with Jalen Williams. We're so quick to label these players. We want to rush them in and push them as stars. And then when they maybe don't meet our expectations, we bury. They're not ready for the moment. They're not built for this. Some may not be built for it, but others just need the repetition, just the experience, going through the tough moments. Players like Jalen Williams, Tyrese Haliburton, they're smart players. They work hard. They'll figure it out. One of the things I always get when we do Tyrese videos, of course, a ton of Kings fans, and then people who are not Kings fans. How about Tyrese? Yeah, I feel it all the time. And it's hard as a Kings fan to run away from it because it's all everybody's talking about. I root for him, and I hope he does well. And I just hope that one day the Kings will do well and have some sustained success, and we'll be like, oh man, can you believe the Kings got that player? As opposed to, can you believe the Kings let that player go or didn't draft this guy? We'll get there one of these days. In the meantime, I try my best to enjoy playoff basketball without my team in it. Let me know what you think about Tyrese Haliburton and how he's been playing. What did you think about how he played against the Knicks in Game 4? What you make of the Knicks? Let me know in the comments below. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe.
Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. The podcast